The World Bank is sounding the alarm over the growing national debt, saying that the country is facing a high risk of debt distress. In a report titled The Kenya Economic Update, the World Bank has indicated that the country's fiscal position remains precarious as revenue collections fall short of targets, hampering financial restructuring efforts by the government. Here's Jasmine Wamboi with the details of that report.
The World Bank has released the latest edition of the Kenya Economic Update report, showing that despite improving macroeconomic conditions, the country's growth has been decelerating. The World Bank has now revised Kenya's projected growth rate downward from an earlier estimate of 5% to 4.7%.
The downward revision is based on the fiscal consolidation, subdued investor confidence, and of course the weather-related shocks.
The economy faces elevated risks, including a high likelihood of debt distress, credit challenges, and potential social and fiscal disruptions. The national debt to GDP ratio has shrunk, but the World Bank says that this was largely due to the appreciation of the shilling. Domestic debt now accounts for 51.1% of the country's total debt, with external debt standing at 48.9% in the last financial year.
So what are the vulnerabilities that we need to keep our eyes on? These include the interest rate shocks, export shocks, given the dismal performance in our exports. As you all know, that there was a time when we had ratios of 20% of exports to GDP, and now those have declined to 10-11% of GDP. So a lot needs to be done to boost our exports.
However, the macroeconomic conditions in the country have improved. The exchange rate is stabilizing after a sharp appreciation in February. Foreign exchange reserves at the CBK are strengthening and now stand at 4.5 months of import cover. Additionally, the current account deficit has reached sustainable levels. Jasmine Wamboi, Citizen TV.